Never use 1,000 words when 50 will do. I'm not talking about becoming a robot. I'm talking about knowing that you've got a toolkit of words, sentences, phrases that you can use with a buyer or seller when they're required. You see, I just find that real estate agents sometimes spend 7 minutes answering something that can take 30 seconds. And in 2017, we've got consumers who are time poor, who are very price sensitive, who are socially media savvy, and what you've got to do is go down the path of that consumer. And with scripts and dialogues, I just know, for instance, that every time you go to a listing presentation, you're going to have a vendor that's going to ask you, what's my home worth? I mean, this is not sale of the century where you've got to try and guess what are they going to ask me. It's pretty predictable. They want to know what fee you charge, what marketing, why they should go with you, and you know what you think their home's worth. And on the question of what you think your home's worth is, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Vendor, the value of your home is dependent on 4 things: the location, the presentation, the agent you pick, and the strategy the agent uses. The good news is, out of those 4 things, you control 3 of those things. So Mr. and Mrs. Vendor, today we can't control the price, but we can control the process. And Mr. and Mrs. Vendor, it's the process, not the promise of a price, that's going to get you top dollar. So can I just spend a few minutes going through that process? So all of a sudden, what you learn is that there are things that you can actually say that can help you move forward in the direction that you're going to want to take that vendor. So in Real Estate Gym, what I've got is scripts and dialogues that are going to help you get more listing presentations, win more listings once you're at the table, more prospecting words that you can use to get them to give you an opportunity to go in and do a presentation, ability to deal with a buyer, because the reality is that every buyer is going to give you an offer lower than what you'd like, and your response should be something along the lines of this: how did you arrive at that figure? Or, thank you for that offer, that price level's already been tested, it's unlikely to get accepted. If it wasn't accepted, what would your next offer be? And all I'm saying is that in the Real Estate Gym, I've just got, you know, hundreds of scripts and dialogues that you need to use in your armory every day. Tomorrow, I'm going to be sharing you a video that's going to help everything come together. Call it a system, call it a blueprint, call it a process, call it what you want. What I want to do is make it really easy for an agent to be able to do what they need to do every day. Who they've got to speak to, what they've got to say, how they've got to convert that opportunity into a listing, how they've got to build their personal brand, how they actually become the agent that gets called out and they dominate their marketplace, not contest that marketplace. So I look forward to speaking to you tomorrow.